Mesdames et messieurs, nous allons procéder à la présentation des équipes. En commençant par le Nigeria. Mesdames et messieurs, nous allons d'abord commencer par le Sénégal, toutes les excuses. Numéro 0, Numéro 1, Alissa Mendouli. Numéro 3, Ousseï. Numéro 5, Fatou Touré Sec. Numéro 8, Fatou Biram Diop. Numéro 9, Mamati Diop. Numéro 11, Absadou Mbodj. Numéro 13, Fatmata Binedou. Numéro 19, Céline Hortense Gomis. Numéro 20, Ami Collet. Numéro 24, Yasmina Diakate. Numéro 77, Mariam Doukouré. Équipe nationale du Nigeria. Numéro 0, Precious Grace Ala Delois. Numéro 2, Khadija Ali. Numéro 4, Ettore Fela. Numéro 5, Ogeneo Chouko Anadomo. Numéro 6, Cecilia Mervelous Sunday. Numéro 8, Becky Lawrence. Numéro 9, Zainab Adelaja. Numéro 10, Favor Joy Anari. Numéro 11, Nima Ibidouni. Numéro 12, Oluwatobi Loba Owolabi. Numéro 20, Bisola Arowolo. Mesdames et messieurs, respectueusement, nous allons vous demander de vous mettre debout pour les hymnes nationaux. En commençant par le Sénégal. Équipe nationale du Nigeria.
Hello and welcome into the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. It's game day 5 at the U18 AfroBasket in Abidjan in Côte d'Ivoire. And up next, a Group C matchup between Nigeria and Senegal. Nigeria making their 4th AfroBasket U18 appearance. They finished 2nd in the 2024 edition last time out when they played Mali in the final, taking home the silver medal. And they are currently 1-1 in Group C in 2nd place. They're coming off a 1-point overtime loss to Cameroon on Friday. So we'll be looking to bounce back today. It was Edora Pella who led the way for Nigeria in that game. 15 points and 5 steals for Pella. Certainly a player to watch out for in today's game. And Toby Owolabi adding in 14 points. And for Senegal, they're looking for their very first win of the group stages after an opening day loss to Cameroon and then a 1-point loss on Friday to Tunisia, 44-43. Alyssa Mendy with 11 points and 4 rebounds, and Aminata Fall added in 9 points and 2 rebounds as well. Senegal won bronze in their last appearance in 2020 and won gold in the very first edition in 1985 in Ghana, when the competition was known as the African Championship. So a lot of talent out there on the floor today. And we've got a great matchup starting in just a couple of minutes' time. You can see there the teams getting ready to come out onto the court. And we'll get things underway very shortly. Starting fives from both teams. So it'll be Nigeria playing in white today and Senegal in green. And you can keep up to date with all the action on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. Remember to like and subscribe. Stay up to date. We've got every single game from the U18 AfroBasket for the women's and the men's competitions over the course of this week. It's been 5 great days of basketball action so far. Lots more to come. Teams playing in their final games of the group stages today and tomorrow. And then the quarterfinals will start on Wednesday. So teams taking to the floor. Ball is up and we're underway, and Senegal with the first possession. Senegal looking for their first win of the group stages. As they move the ball around here, looking to get onto the scoreboard early on. And a double dribble call goes against Senegal, so Nigeria will have possession. And looks like we may have just lost a picture for the moment. We will get that back. We'll get that sorted as soon as possible. Our technical team will be working on that for you. And here we are, it's back. Nigeria ball, great pass to the cutter on the baseline. And it's Zainab Adilaja getting things started for Nigeria. Finds herself with the open space, takes advantage on the baseline. Senegal not able to hit from outside. Pella has the ball for Nigeria. Ball's out into the corner. 3 is up and down. What a quick start for Nigeria. And Toby Owolabi with the 3 in the corner. Senegal looking to answer. Baseline drive from Aminata Fall, kicks it down. 6 seconds on the clock, 4 seconds. And a foul is called. That goes against Nigeria. So 2 free throws to come. Fouled on the shot, so Senegal with a chance to get some points at the free throw line here. And the first one spins out. So Fatou Seck with 1 more to come. Seck averaging 4 assists a game through the first 2 games. That's 8th in the competition as she gets Senegal onto the scoreboard. Ball goes out of bounds. Senegal will have it back. Nigeria with a 4-point lead here early on. And as a reminder, the teams that finish in the top 2 in each group will advance to the quarterfinals. And then the 2 best 3rd place teams from across the groups will also qualify. So a lot to play for both today and tomorrow, as Group A and B will be playing their final games tomorrow of the group. So we've just got a stop on the floor here. Referees calling. They're just confirming what the call is. So Senegal were ready to take possession from the end line. And referees just discussing off screen here, so we're not quite able to see what the call was. But a big thank you to everybody who is watching live on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. You can like and subscribe. You can also become a FIBA YouTube member. All the details in the live chat and in the description. So the score is 5-1 to Nigeria. I can see the scoreboard on the screen is currently saying 0-0. That is incorrect. It is a 4-point Nigeria lead at the moment, 5-1. So referees still talking it over. We have 3 groups at the U18 AfroBasket Group A, B and C. Quarterfinals and placing games will be taking place on Wednesday. And then Thursday we'll have classification games, Friday classification games in the semi-finals before the tournament accumulates on Saturday with the finals and the 3rd place games in both the men's and the women's competitions. Abidjan putting on a fantastic tournament so far, have been great hosts for the U18 AfroBasket. And while we have this stop on the floor, so the Nigeria team there taking some time to talk with their coach on the sidelines, Coach Peter Akindele, just telling his team, giving them a bit of extra advice before we get things back underway. So it looks like it will be Senegal possession. And referee still talking it over. And they'll go back and check something. We're not entirely sure what it is that they are trying to confirm, but they will get that sorted. We've had not quite 2 minutes played yet. Nigeria with a 5-1 lead. Toby Oluwabi hitting that 3 in the corner for Nigeria, and we are back underway. So Senegal with the ball as it's knocked loose, but that will go Nigeria's way. So good hands there from Nigeria on defense. And it is Toby Oluwabi knocking the ball away. A really strong defender is Oluwabi, a really quick player. It's a good read of her opponent and the passing lanes as she looks to move the ball around. Pella steps back, 3 short. I think Senegal got a hand on that to disrupt the shot. Senegal come back down the floor, looking to make this a one-possession game, but a slip and a turnover as Nigeria take it. Out to the corner, the three will go, and two quick threes early on for Nigeria. And Toby Owolabi, you can't leave her alone. She's got 6 points so far. Has a quick reaction. She catches the ball, puts it straight up. No hesitation, and she's going to make that shot. Owolabi been averaging 8 points a game and 3 rebounds along with 2 assists. As Nigeria have the ball and look to extend their lead. Owolabi into the corner. Shot doesn't go that time, and it looks to be a step out of bounds. And you can see that space in the corner. That's 3 times now that Nigeria have found the space, either on either side of the court. So maybe something Senegal need to try and get out to try and stop that space, because that's giving Nigeria a chance to get the shot up that they want. So Senegal ball. Mendy puts it up too strong. A 7-point Nigeria lead. Owolabi. Anari stops. Great pass inside. Ibaduni can't get it to fall, but Nigeria's certainly getting the looks that they want to early on here in the first quarter. As the shot spins out for Senegal. Favour Anari setting things up for Nigeria. Again, it's that corner shot and nothing but net. Nigeria making it rain on the court. And Adora Pella getting in on the 3-point action, and that forces Senegal to call a timeout as Nigeria have a lead here in the first quarter. 11-1. Pella hitting the 3-point shot after Toby Owolabi hitting 2 earlier on. 6:15 to play here in the first quarter. So let us know in the comments where you're watching from, who are you supporting. You can vote in our poll as well. Who is going to come out on top, Nigeria or Senegal, in this Group C matchup? As teams coming back out onto the court. And it will be Senegal ball. Senegal looking to make their first shot from the field in this quarter. Got onto the scoreboard from the free throw earlier on. Cardozo. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Last touch Nigeria, so Senegal will keep it. 7 seconds on the clock. Fatusek to inbound. Sek ran to Fall. Fall driving to the basket, takes it, and a whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for Senegal. And that's the second team foul against Nigeria this quarter. So Aminata Fall at the foul line. First one spins out. Fall with 9 points, 2 rebounds and 2 steals against Tunisia. And averaging just under 5 points a game. Gets the second to go. So 11-2 Nigeria leading. Senegal come away with the steal. Mendy. Shot bounces out, but a big rebound. What a save underneath the basket. And it's intercepted by Nigeria. But Yasmina Cardozo at the other end with a huge rebound. And a stop on the floor. And Senegal finding success here when they're driving to the basket. They're finding the gaps in the defense. They're able to get to the basket. That's 2 free throws, 2 calls that have sent them to the foul line now for 4 free throw attempts. And Nigeria have picked up their 3rd foul this quarter. And Senegal yet to commit a foul. So maybe that's something that Senegal look to try and do, try and take advantage of that. Cardozo finds the space, leaves it short, but gets her own rebound. And ball's knocked away under the basket. It stays with Senegal, but Yasmina Cardozo just fighting for every single possession there underneath the basket. Cardozo with 3 rebounds already so far. Adilaja comes up with the steal for Nigeria. Owolabi. Adilaja kicks it out. 3 is up and in again. The 3s keep on falling for Nigeria. And Adora Pella picking up where she left off against Cameroon on Friday, just scoring at will for Nigeria as Sek takes it, hangs in the air, doesn't get it to fall. That's cross-court pass over to Owolabi. Oh, another 3! Nigeria cannot be stopped here in the first quarter. Everything they're putting up is falling. Senegal really need to try and close that down. Much easier said than done. As the ball's around to Cardozo, puts it up. Her 3 doesn't go. Owolabi, she'll try again. That one's short. That was a good look though for Owolabi. Sek drives to the basket, scoops it up, and there we go. That's another whistle on the play. So that's the 4th team foul against Nigeria. And again, Senegal driving to the basket. That is where they are finding success. So we'll have a substitution for Nigeria, and Fatou Sek at the free throw line. Sek with 6 rebounds, 5 assists and 3 steals against Tunisia in the group stages. Gets the first to go. Second's good, 2 of 2 from the line. Sek takes herself to 3 points, and a substitution for Senegal. Celine Gomez takes a seat and Amy Fall checks it. So 17-4 Nigeria leading in the first quarter, just under 3.5 minutes to play. And shot scooped up and in. How did that fall? Favour Inari with a tough move at the basket. Finishes for Nigeria. And ball will go Nigeria's way. Nigeria looking to bounce back after that really close loss on Friday to Cameroon. 75-74 in overtime. And a 1-point loss for Senegal to Tunisia on Friday. So it was all happening in Group C. Close games, overtimes. It's what we want to see at the U18 AfroBasket as Favour Inari adds in 2 more for Nigeria. And Inari taking advantage of that gap in the defense, straight to the basket, unopposed. As Nigeria forced the turnover, and Inari stops, takes the time, kicks it out. And travel call goes against Nigeria. Balls into Sek. Sek gets it back. Good ball movement here from Senegal, not able to finish at the rim. You can see them finding those spaces. As Nigeria have it. Inari takes it all the way. And rebound is kept alive. What a save. Oh, was that? I think that was a step out of bounds there. So substitutions on the floor. 1:59 to play here in the first quarter. 21-4 Nigeria leading Senegal. And Sek looks to get the ball over the halfway line. Oh, the pass is red. The steal and the... Oh, bounces out. The shot bounces out. And at the other end, Senegal too strong off the glass. But Senegal will get it back. Balls back and forth between the teams. And a kickball kind of puts a stop to that frantic possession. And will go from the sideline. Nigeria up 21-4. Nigeria looking to secure that second place in Group C with a win. Cameroon top of Group C. They have gone unbeaten after playing Tunisia earlier. A 10-point win against Tunisia just before this game. That sealed their top spot in Group C with 3 straight wins. As Diop spins. Shot's too strong. Rebound goes to Nigeria, but you can see the pressure from Senegal defensively. This ball will stay with Nigeria. Bizola Ariowola will take it from the sideline. And Senegal have it underneath the basket. Triple team comes. And that's going to be Nigeria's 5th team foul. So Senegal will go back to the free throw line. They've been shooting 4 of 6 so far in this first quarter. That's 66% from the stripe. The first one doesn't drop for Celine Gomez. Gomez playing in France this season. Second one spins out. And Arjamo passes over to Pella, and it stays with Nigeria. Ariowola looking to get it in. Long pass to Pella. Pella drive into the basket amongst the sea of defenders. It's Senegal that have the rebound, but we'll have a jump ball called As Nigeria diving in on that. I think it was Pele as well, getting a hand on that ball. Forces the jump ball. So possession stays with Nigeria. Looks like we'll go again from the end line. Nigeria up 21-4. 40 seconds to play in the quarter. Long pass into Pella. Pella, a deep three, rolls off the rim, and ball will go Senegal's way. Fatou Diop. Gomez moves it round. A great drive, not able to finish under the basket. Nigeria back on the attack, 12 seconds. Shot clock's off, they can hold for the last shot. And a pass to the cutter. Shot is waved off. So 5.9 seconds. If Senegal go quickly, they can get a good look here. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Out to the corner, shots up and down. Will that count? Oh, it's waved off. Referee says that was after the basket. That's tough for Senegal, just a split second too late. But at the end of the first quarter, it's a 21-4 lead for Nigeria over Senegal. And they've been led by Toby Owolabi with 9 points so far. All of those 9 points coming on three-pointers, shooting 75% from three-point range. And then Edora Pella adding in 6 points for Nigeria. And for Senegal, Fatou Sek with 3 points so far. And then Yasmina Cardozo with those 3 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds for Cardozo. Really important for Senegal that they keep crashing the glass, and Cardozo keeps on doing that, because those second chances, those extra points, are going to be so crucial for teams. So let us know in the comments where you're watching from, who you're supporting. I can see a lot of Nigerian flags in the chat. Lots of support for Nigeria. And a big thank you to everybody who is watching live on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. We've got all the games from the competition for the men's and women's U18 AfroBasket. If you've missed any of the action so far, you can go back and check it out. Friday's games, especially in Group C, were absolute thrilling games, just 1 point games, and really showing the talent that's on display here at the U18 AfroBasket. So if you've missed any of those, you can go back and check them out. And all the upcoming games, the classification games, quarterfinals, semi-finals and finals, all those games will be live on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. But teams coming back out onto the court for the second quarter here. And it will be Senegal ball to start things off. And Fatou Diop will inbound. Ball's out to the corner. Mendy puts it up, bounces off, and it will stay with Senegal. steal. Goes again from the end line. Mendy. Gomez runs into traffic. And strong defense there from Nima Ibiduni, just standing her ground and then forces the turnover. Stands straight, so she's not impacting the ball, not reaching and getting called for a foul. Just a really good defensive stance. As Adilaja drives to the basket, too strong off the glass, it's tipped. Senegal have it, and they have numbers, but it's intercepted by Nigeria. Khadija Ali taking the ball away. Ariowola with the fadeaway, not that time. As Mendy looks for some help. Saul finds a path, the floater won't go. And Senegal, they are getting those looks, they are getting some good looks here. Shots haven't been falling, but that's something that will start to come with the flow of the game. As ball's loose and picked up by Senegal. Nigeria take it back. Ariowola spinning. Keeps the ball with Nigeria. And a foul is called. Izola Ariowola doing a really good job there to keep the ball with her team. They keep possession as the first foul is called. So first team foul against Senegal this quarter. Nigeria will take it from the sideline. Ariowola gets the ball in. And Ajimo, shot doesn't go. And 2 free throws to come. Ojieno Chukwu and Ajimo at the free throw line had 4 steals against Tunisia. Doesn't get the roll on the first free throw. She has 2 rebounds and a steal today. And doesn't get the second, but Nigeria with the offensive board, so a second chance. Won't go that time, but Ariowola under the basket, just working. Gets the rebound. Can't finish on the shot, but he's fouled, so free throws again for Nigeria. And Bizola Ariowola with 9 points a game so far for Nigeria. It's the first. Ariowola playing for Emerson High School in Texas in the USA. Had a 34-point, 14-rebound game earlier this season. She's been stuffing the stat sheet at Emerson. And again, another player to watch for the future on this Nigerian team. Nigeria forced a turnover. Adilaja takes it. Ball's loose. Senegal have it. And it's taken back by Nigeria, but deflected. And stepping into the 3-point shot, Ibiduni can't get it to go. And ball will go out of bounds. Senegal ball. Oh, excuse me, that would be Nigeria ball. Last touch by Senegal. Nima puts it up from the free throw line, nets it. Takes Nigeria up to 25 points here in the first half. Nigeria have it back. Ariowola taking it to the basket, hangs in the air. What a shot! A tough finish. And Ariowola up to 6 points here in the first half for Nigeria. And oh, we've got a wedgie. We've got the ball stuck. We need a broom to knock it down. So back underway. Nigeria possession. Alaji. Ariowola. 8 seconds on the clock. Aladilua hits for Nigeria. And the ball movement that you see from Nigeria, very smooth. They're finding the spaces. They're making that extra pass to get a good open look. Cardozo driving to the basket, that's too strong. Ball's with Nigeria. And the scoop and the finish for Nima Ibaduni. Takes the contact and gets the foul call. So another chance at the line for Nigeria as the shot spins out. Ibiduni playing for Alexander High School in Georgia in the United States this season. Doesn't get the second. But Nigeria come up with the steal. A jump ball is called. Senegal possession. And Senegal looking to get onto the scoreboard here in the second quarter. With those 4 points in the first. And all the way to the basket, right on cue. Fatou Seck said, you want some points? Here's some points. Seck now with 5 points for Senegal, leading the way. We have another chance here. Step back 3, won't go. As Nigeria take it from the end line. Oh, the interception on the inbound. Diop not able to finish under the basket. But a great read. And then Nigeria capitalizing at the other end. Favour Inari, the rebound at one end and then the layup at the other. Defense to offense for Inari. Shot rolls off the rim. That's unlucky for that not to fall for Senegal. Ibiduni. And basket's good. Count it and the foul. Nima Ibiduni. With a really strong second quarter. She goes back to the free throw line. Ibiduni named back-to-back Region 5 Player of the Year out in Georgia this season and last season. A player that's committed to Princeton University in Division 1, NCAA Division 1 in the United States for 2027. A really exciting young talent. She's spoken about her favourite player being Asia Wilson, and you can certainly see flashes of that inspiration in the way that she plays. As she doesn't get the shot to fall, but Ariowola is there again for the rebound. Shot is waved off. I think the foul was before the shot there. So, we had a lane violation on the free throw, so Ibiduni will take the second foul shot again. Makes it that time. And increases Nigeria's lead here in the first half. Nigeria up to 34 points. This ball's over to the wing. Paul puts it up and gets it to go. That's a big shot for Senegal. That was Sal, Fatoumata Sal hitting the three-point shot for Senegal. This ball is with Nigeria. 3:46 to play in the first half. 34-9, Nigeria leading. Nigeria to finish that second spot in Group C. Senegal looking for their first win of the group stages. Ball's out to the wing, three will go! And Nigeria just continuing to score from outside. 6 of 10 from behind the arc today, shooting 60% from three-point range. As they force a turnover at the other end. Ariowola drives. And a foul on the shot. So we'll go back to the foul line for Nigeria. And Bizola Ariowola with 9 points, 2 rebounds and an assist today, along with 3 steals. She's been averaging at 19.1 points and 7.2 rebounds a game for Emerson High School in Texas this season. Dropped 10 points against Cameroon. After that free throw, the first player into double figures out on the court today. Second shot doesn't drop. Senegal have the rebound. And looks like we've just lost the picture for a second. It is back. Ariowola will try the three, not that time. And we did have a made basket by Senegal. Alyssa Mendy hitting the short jumper on that last possession that we just missed due to the technical issues. But it's a really strong quarter now for Senegal with 7 points. They put up 4 in the first quarter. And that's what they'll want to see. And that is exactly what Coach Papa Diop and his assistant Mamadou Diop will want to see for Senegal. Improvements over the course of the competition and improvements in the game as they're going through quarter by quarter. So putting up more points in the second quarter than they did in the first. Still want to chip into this Nigeria lead, but a much stronger second quarter that we've seen here, especially in the last few minutes or so. Senegal have been able to go on some runs. So let's see if they can keep that up after this timeout. And for Nigeria, they have been rolling here in the first half. 6 made 3-pointers for Nigeria. And they've been shooting 50% from the field. A really strong shooting performance from Nigeria so far. Hitting 14 shots from the field. Leading the way is Bizola Ariowola with 10 points personal. And Fatou Sek with 5 points for Senegal. So teams coming back out onto the court. 2:40 to play in the first half. Nigeria picking up full court on defense here. You can see them putting the pressure on. And they force the turnover, so get the ball from the end line. Khadija Ali to inbound. Oh, great pass, and underneath the basket. Able to finish. And they're turning defense into offense. Owolabi has it, drives on the baseline. Good ball movement here from Nigeria. Shots too strong. And at the other end, the lay-in from Fatoumata Sall. Senegal up to 13 points here. Sall lining up for the free throw. We've had a technical foul called against Nigeria, so Sall will take the technical free throw. So one free throw to come for Senegal. And it's short. So then we go back to where we were before the technical was called, and it was now Nigeria possession. Jomo. Owolabi. And ball's out of bounds. Good defense there from Senegal. They get the ball back. Ball's out to the corner. Shots up and down. Fatoumata Sall with another big shot for Senegal. And a foul at the other end. Fatoumata Sall with 8 points, having hit 2 threes for Senegal. As Onajimo finds herself at the free throw line for Nigeria. First one bounces off the rim. Two points and 2 rebounds for Onajimo so far. Gets the free throw. Takes herself to 3 points personal and puts Nigeria up to 41 points here in the first half. Just under 90 seconds to play in the second quarter. Sek to set something up. Eight seconds on the shot clock. Floater doesn't fall for Sall. A foul called on the shot, so foul goes against Nigeria. Fatoumata Sall at the free throw line. to get some more points onto the board for Senegal. So playing for Seed Academy in Senegal this season, also represented at Basketball Without Borders last year. She averaged 5.3 points per game there. Goes 2 of 2 from the line. Sol now into double figures with 10 points. And foul against Senegal. And Senegal in the bonus, so that is free throws to come for Nigeria. So Toby Owolabi at the foul line. Owolabi playing for Norcross High School in Georgia in the United States, along with MBJ Elite this season, playing a lot of basketball out there. Had a 32-point game against Stockbridge for Norcross in November earlier in the season. And it's Senegal ball, over to fall. Sek drives, floats it, doesn't get it to go. It's under 30 seconds to play in the half. Ball will stay with Nigeria. Owolabi gets the ball in. Floater doesn't drop, but another chance for Nigeria. Shot's too strong, but Owolabi's there for the rebound and floats it back in. Owolabi at 5'4" as well. Oh, the block! A huge block from Nigeria. Nima Ibaduni says, "Not in my house." Swats that ball out of the gym. Ibaduni certainly taking a page out of Asia Wilson's book there with that block. That shot doesn't go, and it will be Nigeria possession. That was such a good block from Ibaduni. I'm sure we'll see that back on some of the highlights that we've been seeing throughout the course of the competition. And it looks like we've just got an injury on the floor here. And there seems to be a collision, I think, on the play. But that's good. Looks like coming out to fall is helped up, and so at the end of the first half, it's a 45-18 lead for Nigeria over Senegal. Nigeria having been led in scoring by Toby Owolabi with 13 points so far, and Bizola Ariowola with 10 points as well. And for Senegal, 10 points from Fatoumata Sall, and then 5 points from Fatou Sek. Nigeria, it's been the three-point shooting. They have been hot from behind the arc, hitting 6 three-pointers, shooting 46% from behind the arc and 47% from the field. And for Senegal, having hit 2 threes. And they've been getting themselves to the foul line, shooting 6 of 11 from the free throw line. So some work for Senegal to do in the second half. So let's see what kind of adjustments that they will make coming out. But a much improved second quarter there for Senegal, putting up 14 points against the 4 that they put up in the first quarter. But Nigeria taking that second quarter 24-14. So we're going to take a short break for half-time, but we'll be back with you very shortly, so stay tuned to the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. Oh, apologies. Looks like we've had some time put back on the clock. I think we've had a second put back on the clock, so we won't take a break just yet. So referee's discussing something. So we have so Pella is going to the bench. And it looks like we may have a jump ball situation. And regardless, there is 1 second on the clock, so there's not too much that teams can do here. But the referees, you can see there, they are looking to review something here. So they have the replay service. They're able to review a play if they want to check on something. We can't see what they are checking at the moment, but we'll let you know as soon as they have finished. So currently it is a 45-18 lead for Nigeria, as they look to bounce back from that loss on Friday to Cameroon, that 1 point overtime loss. Senegal looking for their first win of the group stages. As I was saying before, a much stronger second quarter that we've seen there from Senegal. That's the way we know that they want to play. Putting up those 14 points in the second. If we take a look at how the teams have matched up so far. "26 rebounds to Nigeria to Senegal's 21. So it looks like that is the end of the quarter, the quarter and the half. So after that review, referees have decided no further play is required. The 1 second has come off the clock. So as it stands, 45-18 to Nigeria over Senegal at halftime. We'll take a short break now, and we'll be back with you very soon. Welcome back into the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel as we get ready for the second half between Nigeria and Senegal in this Group C matchup at the U18 AfroBasket. As we head into the third quarter, it's Nigeria with a 45-18 lead, and they've been led by Toby Owolabi with 13 points in the first half, and Bizola Ariowola with 10 points personal. And then for Senegal, it has been Fatoumata Sall with 10 points and Fatou Seck with 5. Senegal putting up 14 points in that second quarter, improving on their first quarter total, but it is Nigeria who have been in control. So let's see what teams can do in this second half. Nigeria have possession. Ball's tipped away. Loose on the floor, it's Senegal ball. And Sall passes out. Ball's back with Nigeria. And Ariowola can't get it to go, gets her own rebound now. It's taken back by Senegal. As Sall lines up a three, shot bounces off the rim. And Nigeria will set things up. And Ari driving to the basket, not that time. And all the way down the court, a tough finish. Alyssa Mendy. Senegal onto the scoreboard in the third quarter here. And Pella floats the ball up and in. That is such a signature move from Adora Pella. Up to 8 points personal now, as Nigeria whistled for the foul. Substitution for Nigeria and free throws. Senegal. Fatou Seck at the line. First one doesn't drop. Seck with 5 points, 2 assists today. Doesn't get the shot to fall. Nigeria possession. And as a reminder, the top 2 teams in each group will advance to the quarterfinals, along with the 2 best third-place teams over the 3 groups. There are 2 places on the line for the U19 World Cup in 2027 in China. The 2 finalists will automatically qualify for the 2027 World Cup, so a lot on the line. Let's see who can take those spots. But a foul on the court against Senegal, so Nigeria at the free throw line. Zainab Adilaja will be shooting 2. Adilaja had a 9 rebound game. Excuse me, 8 rebounds against Tunisia, along with 4 points. She's up to 3 points and 4 rebounds today. And doesn't get the second. Passes around, pass is nearly read by Adilaja, but Senegal were able to keep it with them. It is Nigeria possession. Owolabi. passes out, 7 seconds on the clock. Pele, hands off, 4 seconds. Nigeria gonna need to go quickly. And Owolabi shots off the rim, but the offensive board from Nigeria, but then taken back by Senegal. Floater doesn't fall, and ball is loose. That's a bit of a messy possession there underneath the basket. It is Nigeria ball. And we've just got a substitution for Nigeria as Pele will head to the bench. So she may have needs some treatment on her elbow. So it is Nigeria possession. Owolabi with the ball. She's had the hot hand for Nigeria. 13 points today. And hit 3 threes in the first half. Oh, what a pass onto the baseline. It was a fantastic pass from Owolabi. Ball's knocked out of bounds, but the vision there, that's great to see. Senegal back up the court. Diop hands over. Cardozo. Mendy has it. Sal. Ball's tipped. Ariowola has it for Nigeria, but we've got a foul called. Nigeria forcing the turnover. Foul is on the floor. Ariowola with 4 steals today. He's been really pressuring the ball. Owolabi hands off. Ariowola. Now we've got a jump ball called. So possession arrow. Will be Senegal ball. Oh, yes, that will be Senegal possession. Cardozo to Diop. Diop. Cardozo driving inside, stops, can't get it to go, but the offensive board, so another chance as Diop takes it, scoops it. Too strong, but again, as we said in the first half, some good looks from Senegal. Shots haven't been dropping. They've been able to get some looks. A long pass down the court and ready and waiting. Yasmina Cardozo under the basket. Gets her first points of the game. Up to the halfway point of the third quarter. Nigeria up 48-22. Owolabi. And the drive is short, but ball will stay with Nigeria and a fresh 14 on the clock. So they can reset and go again. In to Owolabi. Owolabi has it. 3, not that time, but the offensive board, so another chance for Nigeria. But Senegal able to force the jump ball call. Oh, excuse me, no, so that decision is changed, so that is a foul. It's a holding foul that will go against them, so Nigeria will keep possession. One referee called jump ball, one called foul, and the decision was it was a foul. Owolabi. Goes back out to Owolabi, 4 seconds on the clock. Oyewola puts it up, that won't go, and another chance for Nigeria here. And a foul onto the basket. But Nigeria just crashing the glass, getting those offensive rebounds, getting those second chances. They've had 10 offensive rebounds today to Senegal's 6. That's led to 4 second chance points so far for Nigeria. They've been out-rebounding Senegal 36-27. So 2 free throws. And Nima Ibaduni at the free throw line. A 10.8 rebound game against Cameroon. Gets the first. She's up to 4 points today. And second one doesn't go. Mendy. Ball's deflected. Owolabi coming up with a steal for Nigeria, doing it on both ends of the floor as she passes inside under the basket and a whistle. But Toby Owolabi has eyes everywhere on the basketball court. She has 2 steals today and setting up her teammates. She's just able to find them. She's getting the ball to them. Players might not have been able to finish the shot, but Owolabi knows exactly where they're going to be, and she will get the ball into their hands. As first free throw's good. Ibiduni with 1 more to come. And second doesn't go, but another offensive board, and the finish from Adilaja. Nigeria increasing their lead here in the 3rd quarter. And a pass to the cutter, finishing with a nice floater under the basket. Senegal able to answer. Spatuzi up there at the other end, but ball is back with Owolabi. Under 4 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. And a big thank you to everybody who's watching live on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. Remember to like and subscribe. Keep up to date with all the action, all the games from across both the women's and men's competitions will be live on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. So if you've missed any of the action, you can go back, watch those games. We've had some really great games so far since Wednesday. It's game day 5, loads more action still to come at the U18 AfroBasket. As second free throw goes for Njomo. Sek. Mendy lines up a long 2, splashes in. Alyssa Mendy adding on to the score for Senegal. Mendy with 6 points, along with her 4 rebounds as Nigeria look to respond. And a jump ball call. So Nigeria keep the ball. Can't get it to go. Ball's picked up by 4. Senegal back on the attack. Ball all the way to the basket. Draws the foul. And Aminata foul with 2 free throws to come. With 4 rebounds today for Senegal. Playing her basketball in France for Villeneuve at their youth training centre. alongside her teammate Alyssa Mendy. As she gets the second. It's been a 9-8 run for Senegal this quarter. Zanari drives to the basket, high off the glass, that won't go. And a foul called. So Nigeria pick up their second team foul. Senegal in the bonus, 2:55 to play in the third quarter. Set ball's taken away. And oh, great pass, can't finish under the hoop though. Senegal back on the attack. Mendy. Saul back. Shot doesn't drop. Whistle on the play. And with that being against Senegal, them being in the bonus, that means that will be 2 free throws for Nigeria for the rest of the quarter. So if you're Nigeria, that's certainly something you can look to try and take advantage of. With Senegal being in a bit of foul trouble. So Onajomo at the free throw line. First bounces off. Onajomo 4 points and 3 rebounds along with a steal today. Gets the second. Fatu Sek. Mendy. Travel is called, so Nigeria will have the ball back. A 9-all run this quarter. Senegal put up 14 in that second quarter. Nigeria with 24, both teams' highest scoring quarters of the game in that second quarter. Zanari has it, ball's loose. Who's able to save it? Anari diving on the ball. We will have a jump ball called. And possession is going to be with Senegal. Shot bounces out. Senegal have definitely been unlucky with some of the bounces today. And the short jumper doesn't go. Mendy back down the court. Passes over, back out to the wing. Sek lines it up. And it's out of bounds. So Nigeria possession, 1:23 to play in the third quarter. And let us know where you're watching from, who are you supporting? Certainly a lot of support for Nigeria in the chat and for both teams. As the ball's knocked out of bounds. Senegal will have possession. See Nigeria picking up full court defensively here, putting on the pressure. Mendy. Mendy looks for a path to the basket, finds it, shots too strong, but the whistle. So that goes against Nigeria. And Alyssa Mendy at the free throw line. Mendy with 6 points, 4 rebounds today. 3 steals as well for Mendy. First is good. Mendy with a 10.6 rebound game against Cameroon, and then grabbed 3 steals against Tunisia. Gets both from the foul line. Olabi will set things up for Nigeria. Olabi, 3. Bounces off, but another rebound. Great save from Adilaja. As, oh! Hits from outside. Khadija Ali. That was nothing but net. A huge three-pointer for Ali. As Senegal respond at the other end. Able to finish. Nigeria have just been consistent from 3. It's their 7th made 3 on that last possession for Nigeria. Ali spinning to the basket, shot doesn't drop. Adilaja with a big rebound. She has been so good for Nigeria today. Adilaja with 8 rebounds. She just positions herself really well under the basket, able to read that bounce. She's come up with several saves under the basket. Time running down there at the end of the third quarter, 57-31, Nigeria leading over Senegal. And Nigeria having been led by Toby Olabi with 13 points and 10 points from Bizola Ariowola. And then for Senegal, it's been Fatoumata Sall with 10 points and Alyssa Mendy 8 points and 5 rebounds for Mendy. Was Senegal that actually won that third quarter, 13-12. So have they got another run in them in the fourth quarter? And if we look at how the teams have been matching up, so Nigeria shooting 34% from the field to Senegal's 25%. Threes are falling for Nigeria. Those 7 made 3-pointers to Senegal's 2. And on the boards, it has been Nigeria winning that battle of the boards, 44-33. They've really stretched out their dominance there on the glass in this third quarter, adding in 15 offensive rebounds to Senegal's 6. And one of the biggest things that stands out, so Nigeria are a team that like to play fast. They like to get out onto the break. Score those points from turnovers, so 17 points from turnovers. They've forced Senegal into 23 turnovers and turned that into 17 points. Whereas Senegal forcing Nigeria into 17 turnovers have only been able to turn that into 4 points. So Nigeria, a team that when they get those stops, they are able to capitalise. And they've been able to show why they do that so well here today. Teams coming back out onto the court for the fourth quarter. 10 more minutes to play. Nigeria looking to secure 2nd place in Group C. And Senegal looking for their first win of the group stages. Senegal possession. Again, a big thank you to everybody who's watching live on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. For like and subscribe and become a FIBA YouTube member. All the details in the live chat and the description. Back on court, Sol puts up a three. And the rebound held on to by Lawrence. Owolabi kicks it back to Lawrence. Shot's too strong, but coming in from absolutely nowhere on the court. Alerji gets the offensive board. She's patrolling that baseline, just making sure Nigeria will keep possession. And Cecilia Alerji, big offensive rebound. Nigeria not able to capitalize on that possession, but that's the hustle that you want to see from players out there on the court. Just not giving up. Set. Mendy has it. Sol drives in, shot short, gets her own rebound. Another chance for Senegal. Hands over to Set. Shot's too strong. Owolabi will take control. A great pass. And again, it's Tobi Owolabi finding her teammates. She knows exactly where Zainab Adilaja is going to be. Adilaja then drawing the foul, gets herself back to the free throw line. Adilaja with 5 points and 8 rebounds today. 3 of those rebounds offensive. Shooting 50% from the foul line today. First is good. Adilaja has been averaging 3 points and 5 rebounds across the first 2 games. Surpassed that here today, now on 6 points after that free throw, along with her 8 rebounds. And again, that's what you want to see going through the competition. Players being able to improve game by game, teams improving game by game. Exactly what coaches want to see. And all the way to the basket, but ball is taken away. Ali came up with the steal. And Khadija Ali, a player that had 5 steals against Cameroon, such a pesky defender. As Lawrence back to Ali. Owolabi. Owolabi with 6 seconds on the shot clock, steps back, puts it up. Shot doesn't drop. As Fall spins to the basket. Oh, and out of nowhere, the block, but it was a foul. So the foul was called just before there. So Senegal at the foul line. And the shot spins out for Fall. Aminata Fall, 5 points and 2 rebounds. Her points coming from the foul line today as she gets the second. She's up to 3. Khadija Ali. Elijah able to keep the ball alive for Nigeria. And again, just tipping it to the hands of her teammates. Elijah has been so impactful, does a lot of work as well off the board. Might not always see it reflected in the stat sheet. We have a foul called on the floor. So that goes against Senegal. It will be Nigeria at the foul line. Cecilia Alerji, a chance to get herself onto the score sheet. Alerji with 2 rebounds today, had 2 points against Cameroon. second team foul against Senegal. Alegi gets the first. And second one doesn't drop. Mendy chases down the rebound. Out to the wing. Three goes from outside. And a big shot for Senegal. Aminata Fall hitting the three-point shot, and then the defense at the other end. And the lane doesn't drop, but underneath the basket, a jump ball is called. Ball goes Nigeria's way. 6:45 to play in the fourth quarter. Oh, it is a Senegal ball. So Sek to inbound. A long pass in. Great save. Would have been a backcourt violation if she'd touched the floor, but really good job there as Sek puts up the three. That's off the back iron. But Aminata Fall saving the ball from the backcourt violation. Again, just showing the hustle, the persistence that she's had on display throughout the course of these group stages. It's Nigeria up 60-35 here in the fourth quarter. And oh, another three for Nigeria. Pella. They have been unstoppable from outside today. 8 made three-pointers. Nigeria shooting 40% from the three-point range. As Diop can't get it to go. Excuse me, that was Mendy on the last shot. Pella. Pella looking to hand off, needs some help. And a jump ball underneath the basket. Nigeria possession. Pella. Great pass inside. And a whistle on the play. So free throws for Nigeria. And it is Nima Ibiduni at the free throw line. This one spins off. Ibiduni with 5 points and 2 rebounds today. Gets the roll on the second. It's been a 7-4 run for Nigeria this quarter. As Cardozo drives to the basket. And she gets the foul call. So Yasmina Cardozo, 6 rebounds today, 3 of them offensive. Hits the first. Playing for Seed Academy in Senegal this season. She's been part of the Ball for Her Elevate camp in Kigali, in Rwanda, in May this year. Showing what she can do on the international stage. There's a drive to the basket and the finish from Inari. Increases the lead for Nigeria. And Senegal able to answer at the other end. Alyssa Mendy now into double figures with 10 points along with her 7 rebounds. Shot bounces off the rim. And we've got a stop in play. Fouls against Nigeria. So that is their 3rd team foul. So both teams on 3 team fouls. Just under 5 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. Set. Six seconds on the clock. Shot doesn't go. As travel called on that last possession for Senegal. Nigeria looking to increase their lead here in the 4th quarter. Oh, and a path to the basket as Pella doesn't get it to drop. But Adilaja is there trying to get the rebound again, as she has done all game long. Zainab Adilaji coming in out of nowhere to try and grab that offensive rebound. So Senegal possession. Set. Kicks it out. 3. Not that time. And Adilaji again on the floor, grabs the rebound, doesn't matter, she's going to get it to her teammates. And a travel call, so a good defensive stance there from Senegal. 2 defenders just standing their ground underneath the basket, force the turnover. A chance to get some more points onto the board here in the 4th quarter. And Senegal won the 3rd, 13-12. It's been a 9-7 Nigeria run in this 4th quarter so far. Senegal's highest scoring game from 43 points against Tunisia. Nigeria put up 75 against Cameroon, so just keep an eye on that, see if teams can surpass that. As I said, it's all about the improvements that you'll see as teams going through the course of the competition. So Owolabi has it. Foul against Senegal, so that will put Favour Inari at the free throw line. Inari with 8 points and 6 rebounds, a chance for 2 more for Nigeria. A player that's been playing for the Dolphins in Nigeria. She won the league title with the club last year, the club's first title in 10 years. And she's been one of the youngest players ever to win the title with the Dolphins. She was named to the starting 5, the All-Star 5 team at the DK Olukoya Basketball Championships last year with the Dolphins when the team won that competition. And has just been a really strong player for the Dolphins. She's spoken a lot about playing against players that are older than her, more experienced, how that's going to really help her out and aid her development. So just over 3 minutes to play. Diop. Ball's taken away by Nigeria. And we had a stop there. Not sure if a foul was called or it was just lost control of the ball. It was a lost control of the ball, so Senegal will have a substitution and they will have possession. Senegal. Pass out to the corner, 3, spinning off the rim, and a huge rebound there from Saul. Out-jumped her defenders. But Nigeria pick up the loose ball, and Inari stops. Draws the foul, so FIBA Inari will go back to the foul line. A really good decision there from Inari. You could see her, she knew her defender was coming towards her. She stopped, faked the shot, tried to get free, drew the foul, instead of just putting something up quickly. A really high basketball play to just stop, take her time, and gets rewarded with free throws. Player that has spoken about her dream previously to represent Nigeria internationally, and that is exactly what she's doing here at the U18 AfroBasket tournament, as she takes the steal on the inbound. And that will be a step out of bounds, but Inari has just been all over the court for Nigeria. Player that's wanted to represent Nigeria internationally, and then he's now doing it and living that out at the U18 AfroBasket in Abidjan, in Côte d'Ivoire. Putting on a show while she's doing it as well. FIBA Inari has been leading the team in points per game with 11.5 points a game. She's been 5th in the competition in assists per game with 5. And then adding in 7 rebounds as well. Just a really strong all-round performance from Inari. A player with a lot more to come. And a name that you'll certainly need to familiarise yourself with for the future. FIBA Inari for Nigeria, as we have a timeout here. 2:43 to play. So a big thank you to everybody who is watching live on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. Seen some Senegal flags, seen some Nigeria flags in the comments. Thanks for joining us, and you can let us know who you think is going to come out on top in this game. It is a 68-38 lead for Nigeria over Senegal with 2:43 to play, but teams will be going again on Wednesday when they will have classification games and quarterfinals. We have the last round of group games for Group A and B tomorrow, and then teams will have a rest day on Tuesday before the classification and quarterfinals pick up back on Wednesday. But back on court, Sek driving. Ball's picked up by Ariowola over to Onajomo. And it's loose on the floor. We will have a jump ball. So that is Senegal possession. Just under 2.5 minutes to play. Sek passes round. Saul looks for some space, drives to the basket and banks it in, and the bank is open on Sunday afternoon. What a shot there from Fatoumata Saul. She takes herself up to 12 points. And a travel called at the other end. So Nigeria will have the ball, but Fatoumata Saul, 12 points, 5 rebounds and 3 assists today for Senegal. Finishing with a tough basket. So Nigeria ball from the end line. Onajomo has to put it up. Shot doesn't go, and that will be Senegal possession. They'll take it from the sideline. Again, you see Nigeria is putting the pressure on. And this is why they come up with so many steals. And a backcourt violation, you can see there, Khadija Ali, she pressuring the ball. That's really good, really strong defense. Just stayed with the ball. And you can see there, she was saying, I didn't foul, it wasn't a foul. Referee called the backcourt violation. She just put the pressure on defensively to make it really difficult for Senegal to get the ball where they want it to be. So, hands over, set, ball's loose under the basket, and Ari has it. Back to Inari. Onajomo driving to the basket, scoops it, but leaves it short, and it will be Senegal possession with just under a minute to play in this fourth quarter. And we'll have a timeout called first. Senegal's head coach, Papa Diop, wants to talk things over with his team, wants to draw something up here, set up a play for his team. So far in the fourth, it's been an 11-9 run for Nigeria after Senegal won that third quarter. And after a 45-18 lead for Nigeria at halftime, it's been a 23-point second half for Nigeria, and then 22 points for Senegal here in this second half. So a much improved performance we've seen from Senegal in this second half, keeping it close. Obviously the game is 4 quarters and they weren't as strong in that first half, in the first and second, but as I said, that's the improvement you want to see as a team. There will be more games to come, so every moment out on the court, it's a lesson, an opportunity to learn something that you can take into the next game. So teams coming back out onto the floor, 52.8 seconds in the fourth quarter. Fatih Sek will inbound. See Senegal there in a stack, waiting for that inbound possession. Now they're going to take it from the other side, so we'll have to reset. Still going to stack up. Oh, and a great move there, but a travel called. You can see what Senegal were going for. They wanted that first pass, so the team were going to look for that first pass. If it wasn't on, they would go to the second player who will cut. But pass was on to Mendy. The turnover puts the ball back with Nigeria. Inari. And pass is knocked away. Ball's on the floor. Nigeria have it, and Ari has it. Ali passes over to Ibiduni, and shot is too strong for Nigeria. Senegal with 12 seconds. Oh, it's taken back by Nigeria. Aleji passes over to Adilaja, who finishes, somehow gets that to go. Zainab Adilaja. She's been showing us what she can do defensively, and she is showing us what she can do offensively as time is going to run down. We've got 1.7 seconds on the clock. Nigeria up to 70 points here in the fourth quarter. 1.7 seconds is going to give Senegal time to do something, but they're going to have to be very quick. So it's going to have to be a catch and shoot or a very quick pass and a shot. So let's see what they can do here as they'll go from the sideline. Hapsatu Mbauj will inbound. Ball's in. Sek, a deep three, that's too strong, and Nigeria come away with the win, 70-40 over Senegal in Group C. Nigeria will secure their place in second place in Group C with 2 wins and 1 loss, and they were led today by Toby Owolabi with 13 points along with 3 steals, 2 rebounds and an assist. Edora Pella with 11 points and 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And then Bizola Ariowola with 10 points and 5 rebounds. Nigeria, that 3-point shooting making a real difference, hitting 8 threes from behind the arc. And they came out firing in that first quarter. They bounced back from that 1-point loss in overtime on Friday. They take the win over Senegal, 70-40. And for Senegal, they will finish in 4th place in Group C, but they will compete for 9th to 12th place in the classification games. They were led today by Fatoumata Sall, who had 12 points and 7 rebounds along with 3 assists. And then Alyssa Mendy, 10 points, 8 rebounds and 4 steals for Senegal. Nigeria should be 32% in the field, 23% in the field for Senegal. So a win for Nigeria secures that second place in Group C, and they will move on to the quarterfinals. Check out the FIBA Basketball U18 AfroBasket website, find out the schedule, which teams will be facing off against each other once the final games in the group A and B are completed tomorrow. So a big thank you to everybody who has joined us on the FIBA Basketball YouTube channel. Remember to tune in tomorrow for loads more action from the U18 AfroBasket in Abidjan in Côte d'Ivoire.